Oh my gosh, it's so humid. We just walked outside from the air conditioning to the, I mean, the camera is fogging up. It's so humid.
It's because it rained. It poured down rain this
humid.
Morning, and it was super nice.
I could swim.
And then it got warmer, and so it's still like 80 and humid. But
I could just,
anyway.
I could just roll out my hand and just fall forward. I won't hit the ground. It's so thick.
This is gonna be called the Steve Complains About Weather channel.
I wouldn't complain about the Weather channel. See what I...
Okay.
Anyway.
So we just got back from our super awesome meetup in Traverse City. Thank you to everyone who came out and met with us at the Rare Bird Pub. We had a blast talking to you guys about Airstreaming and traveling and this area in Michigan. And after we left you guys, well, first off, here's a picture of all the awesome people who met up with us. We are still having some extra, we have more cities coming up on our travels. If you would like to meet up with us, make sure to check out our events page. We'll put a link to it, and that way you can see if we're gonna be in your area, and email me so I can set up a meetup.
Pause for the cause. Let me do this one more time. All right, there you go.
Okay, but after talking to everybody, we had to make one quick stop before we left and came back to check on Patty. And that might have been to get some pie at the Grand Traverse Pie Company. This is what we went for. This is a peach cherry crumble for Steve. But they happen to have a gluten-free cherry. I haven't had pie in so long. I'm so excited.
That pie was recommended to us by Lisa. We've met up with her a couple times. I love her story. She doesn't like the cold, and she has a business that she could run from the road. So guess what? She bought a condo in a warm part of the country and travels for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And that's just an example of people designing their lives in a way that makes the most sense to them.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I just love it. I love stories like that. And then you get to experience things like this.
And we've seen her 4
like
times
that.
now all over the country. So.
That's right. That's right. It's gonna, our paths will cross again.
So we're gonna have some pie. We might show it to you as we heat it up. Tomorrow we're gonna go do more exploring here in Traverse City because Patty's doing pretty well, so we will take you along. Thanks again, guys.
I need a towel. Ugh.
We're going out.
We're going out.
We are going out to what was the old Traverse City Hospital, Asylum area, and now has restaurants, winery, brewery. Should be pretty cool. Very unique. The nails and Left Foot Charlie are this way, but the restaurant's this way. So really we're just looking for parking.
This was an old hotel, or a hotel, hospital and insane asylum, and it almost feels like you're in like a deserted army post or something, because all the buildings look the same and they're not very colorful, very almost drab looking, but
except for the spires. The spires are cool.
Yeah, spires are kind of
But now
cool.
they have condos, restaurants, brewery, winery, all sorts of fun stuff.
I mean, look at buildings like this. Does that not remind you of some kind of military installation?
But turn it around. That's the pretty buildings. Look at those.
Yeah, true. True that. Okay. There's a food truck up here. Oh yeah. Sweet Briar Wings.
So the first stop was for Steve. The next stop is for me. Less than a 2-minute walk and we are at a winery. All the grapes that they use here are grown in this area, and they tell you with the wine where the grapes were grown. So this is from Old Mission, which we saw in our last video.
Oh, look at that. We applied knowledge to our other videos.
Mm-hmm. And actually, it's the Bleu Frankish is what they make the rosé out of. And it's similar to Cabernet Franc. I learned that when we did our wine tour in Finger Lakes. So, all the learning.
Oh, look at this woman. She just relates everything to each other.
Fish, medium-bodied red.
Now one more walk, not very far, to a restaurant.
Guess what? Guess what? We walked out of a winery with 0 bottles.
And the brewery. So far, all we've done are tastings.
That's right. This is... I feel like we should be doing this more often. Because then we'll have more money to do more tastings instead of just buying like 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 or maybe just a case.
The bottles are a better price. But we already have a lot in the Airstream, so we don't need any unless we really, really like it.
Half of the Airstream is bottles of wine. We are searching for the wine lounge.
Not very far down. The treatment of mental illness has progressed immensely over the course of time. In the 19th century, Thomas Story Kirkbridge changed the public's perspective of the mentally ill in a drastic way. Kirkbridge was an innovator in the moral treatment of the mentally ill by being one of the first to implement treatments and methods of rehabilitation that revolved around nature and beauty rather than more hostile means. Okay, that is one of the most unique renovations of a place I've ever been to. You're in an old hospital, and yet you have all these shops and cute little areas, and the other stories are where you can live, and such a cool way to remake this whole complex. And it's beautiful here. Okay, I think it's now time for Moomers.
And if you don't know, Moomers is ice cream.
One of the best in the country.
One of the best in the country. I've had a pint and it was fantastic, and I have high hopes. High hopes. Nice.
Voted best ice cream shop in America. Steve says it might be a religious experience. You ready? So one of the things Steve has wanted for a very long time is a flight of ice cream. And guess what Moomers has?
You know how I've always wanted an ice cream flight?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. 1 for me, 4 for you.
I'm gonna be backlit in this position, but it's all good.
It's all good. What'd you get? You got like cherries, moubili, and...
This is the sorbet.
For me.
This is the butter pecan cupcake,
Cherry.
amaretto cherry.
Ooh.
And cherries moubili, which is like uber cherry.
And chocolate in it or something too, right?
Yes.
So,
Yep.
okay.
So let's do this. A repeat of this night.
Yes, it was fun. Dinner was delicious at
It was.
Pepanero where we went, and
That's right.
yeah, and then Moomers, we were saying that the ice cream you said was one of the best we've had, right?
Easily.
And then it's kind of very authentic because the cows are right here too. So when you're sitting outside, you get like a hint of manure, and then every time that this door opens, a hint of very sweet. So.
There's a place, or I don't know if it's a place. There's a ice cream called Jenny's in the Detroit area. That was fantastic. This here Moomers in Upper Michigan, fantastic. Two of the ice cream places that really stand out, I guess, in my mind. Easily, yeah.
Okay, head back to girls.
Let's do it.
Hello. Oh, whoa.
Hi, babe.
Don't jump out the Airstream.
I got you, dude.
Somebody jumped off the couch, but the Airstream's a big jump, huh? Look at that. That's a bit big. How's everybody feeling?
Feeling good.
Somebody's feeling good?
Feeling good.